Welcome to Texas Championship Wrestling, and this is the road to Thunderdome. Hi, everybody. I'm Bill Mercer, and this is Texas Championship Wrestling matchmaker Gary Hart. Nice to have you in today, and what a great program we've got for you.
What a great show. I mean, I don't think there's ever been a better one on Texas Championship Wrestling. And what we're trying to do here today, Bill, is not what we're trying to do. What we're going to do. We're going to show you pieces of Abdullah the Butcher in different confrontations he had with different people on his way to the Thunderdome. Now, this first piece you're going to have a chance to see. We could call it the night that Mercer and his friends just about went to jail. You'll see Abdullah the Butcher against Terry Garvin, and I think you'll understand why we need to have a Thunderdome.
That's right. This is Texas Championship Wrestling on the way to the Thunderdome, and let's go to the Abdullah part.
The spin. And it's the thumb in the throat, Adam, that's doing that to Abdullah.
Yeah, that thumb in the throat.
Oh, Ernesto just got whacked. And he is struggling right now, and Farouk motioning. What's he motioning for?
I don't know, but this Oriental spike, as we call it in wrestling, has got Abdullah turning different colors of blue here.
Oh, look out, here comes the Angel of Death for the Dragon Master. And we got a war going on now as they come in to interfere. John Ernesto. Bobby Turner coming up trying to separate things.
Ernesto holding his throat, can't hardly breathe.
Farouk just threw the official out. Ernesto coming out this side and down onto the floor. And here comes Matt Bourne, and it's a wild finish. Iceman. A gang warfare going on now. With
I don't believe it. Angel of Death, Matt Bourne, Bam Bam Gordy, Iceman, Dragon Master.
So the war goes on here. The interference was actually first by Farouk. Dragon Master's out of there. Now here comes the security officer. And we've got another security officer here. And they're taking Farouk or Dragon Master away. Security people are taking the Angel out. Pointing out to the back. Farouk is still complaining, but the two security people are moved in a hurry. Well, I've come outside to check on them. They are not under arrest. They are just trying to be quieted down so we can find out exactly what's happening.
Well, there it is. Abdullah the Butcher and Terry Garvin and company, and just about put them away in that one, didn't they? Just about went to the Who's Gal.
Bill, we have to keep some type of law and order, and if there's not some kind of threat that something's going to be done to you, so you can do anything you want to do.
That's why we have to live in a society.
Yes, and now this one here is a young kid that came to me, and he said, Mr. Hart, he said, I want to be a wrestler. He said, I've wrestled for about 6 months, he said, and I'm really a nobody, he said, but I want to wrestle. And I said, well, the only opening I have is against Abdullah the Butcher.
Oh, you're so kind.
Well, if you want to be somebody,
you got to try it.
You got to move a mountain, Bill. And this kid gave it everything he had. He was overmatched, but I think you'll see more of him in the future.
I think you will. Kid Dynamite making his first television appearance with, of all people, Abdullah the Butcher.
And Iceman King Parson. And
we'll
watch
be
what
there.
happens.
So we'll just get this one underway with our own bit of activity. And here we go. Underway now with Kid Dynamite flying out of the ring. With me ringside is Iceman King Parsons.
Say, man, I'm kind of getting into this match. You know, this man here is an upcoming star.
Yeah, he's been on television before, Kid Dynamite.
Yeah, you know, and they tell me the Butcher here, you know, he's no stranger. And they tell me he's a brass knuckle champion now, you know. But, man, that's not wrestling.
What, Abdullah?
Yeah, that's not wrestling at all. I can't understand that, man.
Some words of wisdom and advice.
Get your head right now.
Don't want to walk right back in there, Ice.
There you go.
Walk right into it. Good right hand at the inside. Another one. This guy's got a lot of courage, Iceman.
Yes, he got a lot of heart, man. But like I said again, this is where experience is your best teacher, man. This man a brass nut champion. A lot of people scared of it. A lot of top talent I know is scared of this man.
Kid Dynamite?
No, I'm talking.
Oh, you told Abdullah, yeah.
Some of the things he's capable of doing. You know
he is it. Yes, he is capable of doing a lot of terrible things, and we've seen him do a lot of terrible things.
This don't make sense. See there?
There's a karate chop.
That don't make sense.
Ali Farouk trying to keep the referee away. You're going over there?
Say, man, they need to do something. Hey, get him off of there, man. That don't make no sense.
Okay, Iceman King Parsons, frustrated. Well, here he goes, my color announcer. Going over, and he is going to use a microphone on the back of the head of Farouk, of Abdullah the Butcher. Iceman attacking. And the butt button, down goes Abdullah.
All right, that was Kid Dynamite. He really put up a heck of a battle, and the next part of this is an interesting situation because we see Iceman King Parsons protecting this youngster, and then what?
Retribution.
And then the retribution after, right.
Iceman King Parsons, a Dynamite competitor. He's a very strong guy, and you're going to see something that you have never had a chance to see on Texas Championship Wrestling. This thing really got out of hand with Abdullah the Butcher and Iceman King Parsons, and this is one more little reason why we call it Road to the Thunderdome. And I think after they see this, they're going to know why the Thunderdome.
And they're going to be seeing this bout coming up later on in Texas Championship Wrestling.
Yes, we'll talk about that. See what happens, and I think you're going to love it.
It's easy to say, go do it.
And you're involved. And right now, Iceman.
They're outside.
Everything on the floor. Little ice thrown in there. And here comes Iceman banging Farouk's head into the corner post. Iceman trying to battle it back. Iceman looking for some help over with our fans. There goes the tray.
Well, I think this is getting a bit out of hand here.
Now it's going off into the hinterlands. And
I think he's throwing it out.
They have said, let's call this off.
I think it's in the back of the building there.
Okay, they want us to ring it out.
Let's stay with the action here.
So we're gonna watch them, although the bout has been called. Look out. They're trying to throw the whole building at each other, Gary.
Well, they're at it. At least they're in the back.
That's what you call a bout out of control. Out of control.
I wish it would have stayed in the ring. I was really interested in seeing who was going to pull this off.
Well, in this way, we know one thing. Iceman.
The referee just got dropped.
Yeah, he got decked. There's another person just got decked.
Whoa. There goes the table.
They're going after it. I don't know. Somebody better escape.
Whoa.
Ali Farouk says, hey, we got to get out of here. That goes Abdullah. And they continue the battle on the floor. And where's Iceman? He is still looking for some way to go. Iceman is not going to give up.
I'm getting out of here.
Getting right here into our area now, and this is not a happy place to be. We got to move out of the way of this. Got to get some help to get these guys out of here because they're continuing a very heavy war, and it could just go anywhere. Down goes the referee. And our equipment is under siege here right now by these two men who are totally out of control. Now Ali Farouk is trying to put Abdullah out. And the microphone gone, and we're looking for a respite here. A way to
stay here.
I think we need to bring in the troops. The troops need to come in and clear this. Here comes the Angel of Death. Maybe some others come out and help take this apart. Look out. Now the Rudy Tooty. And that cleared it out. Iceman cleared it out right there. And away they go. Well, Gary Hart, we have had a most unusual display of melee in this been the wildest bout in the history of Texas Championship Wrestling. They're up, still going after it.
Well,
Bill, we better wind it up and...
let's watch this here. Let's stick with us here for a
stick
second.
around? Okay.
Yeah, why not?
Well, the whole world is up there on the stage.
Listen to this crowd. They want to see more of it.
Well, you're certainly right. That I don't think anybody's seen anything quite like that anywhere, and of course on Texas Championship Wrestling, and it certainly whets my appetite, and I'm sure the fans' appetite to see in 3 weeks these two guys, Iceman and Abdullah, in the full bout.
In 3 weeks from tonight, you're going to see what caused this incident that took place here, and it got out of hand. But if you want to see the whole thing, what made it happen, and the happening in itself, one more time, stay tuned. 3 weeks from tonight, they're going to see the whole match.
Now, when we come back, we're going to take a look at Al Perez and some of his battles on the road to Thunderdome. We'll do that right after this. Texas Championship Wrestling's had so many calls, so many letters about how they can get T-shirts and banners and posters and fan clubs and pictures, you know, merchandising products, souvenirs, memorabilia, that we want you to send us a self-addressed stamped envelope so that we can send you the information. And then you'll find out about all these fine products. So send it to AC Productions, 5999 Summerside Place in Dallas. That's 75252. Do that right away. Wrestling's Road to Thunderdome, which you're going to be seeing a little later on. But right now, let's take a look at Al Perez and the California Stud and how they came together, Gary.
California Stud wanted to make an impact on the wrestling world, and I think he did.
He did. And he came in and, well, he did this. So let's watch it right now.
Ladies and gentlemen, for the World Federation Heavyweight title, the main event. Wearing all black from Death Valley, the Angel of Death. And the World Federation Heavyweight Champion from Tampa, Florida, Mr. Al Perez. Ladies and gentlemen, we have an announcement. Real quick, this is one fall with a 30-minute time limit. Your referee is Bobby Turner. A special announcement by the California Stud.
An announcement for all you fans here. As you know, I am one of the up-and-coming best young wrestlers that there is today, that wrestling knows. And I'd just like to issue a challenge to whoever wins. The only way that I'm going to get on top is by challenging the veterans. So I would like to challenge the winner of this match. It's the only way I can get on top. Thank you.
That's an interesting statement. As California Stud comes in, and I guess as a young wrestler, you have to do challenge this situation. Oh, well, that's not the way to do it.
Attack from behind.
Well, that makes kind of an impression, I think, on the champion as the Stud comes up and bashes the champion on the back.
Well, as you said, Gary, California Stud made his point and came on down with a big event. Now, coming up now is the Angel of Death, who probably got some coaching.
Well, he took advantage of the situation with Perez.
He got some coaching someplace. Said, hey, probably Ali Farouk told him to go blast in with his trumpet.
And remember, if we didn't have that isolated camera, Perez could have lost his title that night.
That's true. That is
Nobody else. Everybody else talks about instant replay. We use it.
Yeah, and worked perfectly.
That's right.
Here it is. Watch it.
Another chance. Look out right here. 1, 2, and not 3. Angel rolled out of that one. So the tempo to the climax. 12 minutes gone in this bout. Up and in. Try to get another roll up. See if this happens. It looks good this time. A shoulder reverse. And there goes Turner. Oh, is he blasted? He is really blasted.
And Bobby's down too. The ref is out also.
And Al Perez has missed 2 chances. And now he says, hey, that's enough of you. The trumpet. And there's the weapon. And here's the chance to put him away. 1, 2, 3. Bobby Turner didn't realize the problem.
There's that weapon
We'll see about this. Bring you up to date on this match as Angel of Death holds the championship aloft, but here comes Ernesto out. And there is a discussion here now. And the discussion goes on, and there goes the belt.
Uh-oh. They took the belt away from Angel.
They're taking it away. And Al Perez said, that's mine, I got it. And he's going to clear the ring with everybody.
Mr. Mercer, Gary Hart and I were watching the monitor in the back, and we saw Ali Farouk hand the trumpet in, saw Al Madril hit with the trumpet, and the title is not going to change hands in a situation like that.
Texas Championship Wrestling's road to the Thunderdome. We're in the Al Perez part of our journey that gets us into this big 12-man event. Well, interesting thing, California Stud with that attack on Al earlier. Then he came in and sat in with me, and while he was doing his analysis of the bout, he was also baiting Al Perez, who was taking on the one-man gang.
475-pound guy, you don't need to be distracted.
You know, and you don't need any bait.
But this proves that Al Perez has a temper, and usually he keeps his temper underhand, and he uses that energy to beat his opponent. But this time, Al lost it, and he got on the California Stud pretty good.
And you'll see our use of isolated cameras and replays as we bring that into focus here on Texas Championship Wrestling. Watch this. Very exciting.
And Al Perez moving in on the big one-man gang. I think he's really put the gang in trouble right now. And to throw that shoulder in there, Al Perez. The champ up, stepped right into that kick. On top now, this is about 475 pounds to move it. There's a leg on the bottom rope. And a convenient move that protects the champion, protects the bout. And the gang hammered away on the top of the head of Al Perez. And lay a few tattoos on him up there, a few bruises on him.
That's exactly what I'm going to do. Tattoo him black and blue.
And the choke on the inside. So Perez in trouble. Kind of hard to move out. That trying to move a Texas steer off the top of it.
King is a big man.
A one-man gang moving out of the way of Al Perez right now.
If I was gang, I wouldn't let up on him. I'd stay on Perez. He's a well-conditioned athlete. You got to get on him and stay on him.
You've been working out anywhere special now since you are on this crusade to become champion of everything?
Bill, I train hard every day. You know that. Can't even believe you asked me that. You know I train hard.
I know you train. I thought maybe you were doing a little special work. You got to find something.
My game plans work this far. I want to change it.
Ah, what a move by the one-man gang. Spreading him out. Dropping him on his back. You going to be in the Thunderdome?
Oh, yeah, I wouldn't miss that for the world.
Boy, I tell you, that's the first thing.
I'm looking forward to that, too.
You're going to win that, I guess.
Be carrying my shiny new belt and be in the Thunderdome.
Going to be a champion, going to do Thunderdome, going to do everything. You're going to have to go through the gang on the Thunderdome. That's why he came down here.
I'm looking forward to it.
Flew all the way in from England.
Don't worry about taking a
I'm ready to take on all challenges.
What is wrong?
Right now, Perez.
Oh, by far.
By far.
You can cut me in half and have two Al Perez's.
Okay. One-man gang. Perez slides. Comes underneath. Great. Perez just left the one-man gang and came outside. I guess he kept thinking that the stud was going to talk to him. But we have got here on the floor Al Perez and California Stud. Perez heard all those remarks he was making down here. And now, in advance, Perez said, hey, I took all that. Ah, there they go. There they go. Working on each other. Right out on the floor. Banging away. Well, there's the match. Oh, Stud just popped into the corner post. He took a hard shot right there at Perez.
Banners and posters and fan clubs and pictures, you know, merchandising products, souvenirs, memorabilia, that we want you to send us a self-addressed stamped envelope so that we can send you the information. And then you'll find out about all these fine products. So send it to AC Productions, 5999 Summerside Place in Dallas. That's 75252. Do that right away. Things road to the Thunderdome. Terry Garvin is our subject right now, and Terry Garvin accepts, as we said, every challenge. He says, though, you know, when you got a guy down on the mat, He's just about this much taller than he is anyway, so size doesn't make any difference. But he does know that he has to be quick, energetic, and athletic to take on the likes of an Abdullah the Butcher, which he's going to do.
That's great philosophy, but the big problem is to get him down on the mat.
Very few can get Abdullah down.
But Terry Garvin, this kid is going to be somebody that you're going to really see a lot of. He turned his life around, and he really dedicated himself to training and conditioning, and he's going to be somebody big because it takes a special kind of wrestler to go into the ring against an Abdullah the Butcher or a one-man gang or an Andre the Giant or a big Sid Vicious, someone that you really don't have a chance with, and act like you got a chance to win. And that's what the guy does. He fights like he's going to win every night, and I think that's why the people love him.
He never gives up, and the fans have taken him on as their hero. That's Terry Garvin. Watch him right now. And here comes Garvin back, trying to... oh, don't come this way. That's not the place to throw the guy right here on our table.
Little hazard pay for me and Bill Mercer. Oh, no.
And fingers up the nose and in the eyes, and Garvin in all sorts of trouble right here. When he really was giving the Butcher some trouble.
The crowd's trying to get behind Terry, trying to get him to do something.
And in the temples, that's a pressure point. A pressure point that Garvin trying to pick up the tempo of the fans. Slamming him with that elbow. Nice work by Garvin. Staying well. He separates it a bit. Coming back a little bit here. And an opportunity.
The crowd loves it. The crowd wants to see what's going to happen. What's Garvin going to do with him? Oh, Garvin's going.
He's got a lot of fight. He knows that if you're going to be something in professional wrestling, that you got to beat the big, heavy numbers. And a one-man gang, they don't come in bigger or better. He's 475 pounds. He's fast, but the most important thing, Bill, he knows how to wrestle.
And look at Garvin working here, knowing that he's got to do like Billy Conn did against Joe Louis. You got to keep using all the ring or you got to get hurt. He's got that young American style right now. Said he was looking in the fashion magazines to put himself in the right step. Yeah.
Well, if I don't
right
know.
now his fashion is in trouble.
I hear that the one-man gang, he's into fashion too. Remember, we went down to pick the one-man gang up in a limousine, and we wanted to take him downtown to eat, and he stayed in the neighborhood.
Wouldn't do that. Said he thought he'd just rather eat in the surroundings.
Yeah. Terry Garvin's really got this crowd on his side, but I tell you, when you're fighting a one-man gang, it's going to take more than the people to back you. I mean, it helps, but...
Well, everybody likes an underdog, and certainly Garvin is in that category right now and stays involved in this match. Garvin is a scrapper. He certainly is.
He's got all the heart in the world. I don't know if that's going to be enough. Look at the big man now.
Oh, great move by Garvin.
That's what he's got to do if he wants to beat him. That's what he's got to do.
Set him up, set him up. Good left hook.
Quick and clever, quick and clever.
Left hook, another left hook. And coming in with a right hand and a clubbing.
He needs to take him down. Go for his legs. Get him off his feet.
Really doing great. Garvin and the cameraman all running together up there. Garvin really pounding away. You have to be on Garvin's side because the guy has really shown us his athletic ability, his wrestling. Oh, my goodness.
Good night.
Move on top. Trying 1, 2, and not in time for 3. And now Farouk does come in. And the Angel is trying to find his trumpet right here in front of us, and does. There's a flying body slam. 1, 2, 3. Garvin putting Farouk down. Texas Championship Wrestling has outgrown the Metroplex Arena. That's really to your credit that we're now going to be taking Texas Championship Wrestling to a new home. More commodious, more parking, just a lot more space.
More parking, better seating. We're right now negotiating with 3 major arenas in this area. The one, my favorite of all, the Will Rogers Coliseum. I love Will Rogers. The Bronco Bowl in Dallas, Texas, not too far from downtown. And also, we've been doing quite a bit of talk with Donnie Gay
Mesquite
at the Mesquite Rodeo Arena. And I believe that Any three of those buildings or the reunion arena, I think, will accommodate us just fine.
So watch for it. Texas Championship Wrestling. Watch for our new home. We'll be telling you about it right here on the next program. I've been on the road to the Thunderdome, and now the yellow brick road has come down to the opening of this event. And it was a spectacular event. Funny that a couple of guys who weren't scheduled to be in the Thunderdome kind of slipped in there. We were supposed to have 10, we had 12.
Yeah, no one wanted to get left out.
Had a chance to make some money.
Specifically, the Dragon Master and Brian Diaz.
Well, it speaks well for them that they'd like to be a part of the competition. Now, one of the important factors of the Thunderdome is that everybody's in the ring, everybody's fair game. You can decide that if you and I want to go after that guy, we can. So they could 3 or 4 can go out against one. Once a person is pinned, there's a submission, he is then handcuffed to the side of the arena.
You know the worst thing about an alliance in a match such as this, if you and I say we're going to team up together, you know before it's over, either you are going to have to double-cross me,
right,
or I'm going to double-cross you.
And you have
that's just the way it is. So the smart one isn't trusting anyone.
No, he's kind of roaming around just taking his shots.
And this is a brutal battle. I mean, you've got 3 guys piling on top of people. I mean, it's really something to see.
And it's going to be a real test for our camera persons and for those who are doing the announcing and everybody else. Keep up, watch everybody, and have fun. But it's fun, it's exciting, it's tough, it's rough. Here it is, Thunderdome.
Inside of Thunderdome, Mr. Al Perez, Iceman, King Parsons, Kevin Von Erich, Steve Simpson, Brian Diaz, Sweet Daddy Falcone, Terry Garvin, the Wild and Wacky Davidson brothers, Terry Bam Bam Gordy, Abdullah the Butcher, the California Stud, the Dragon Master, and the Angel of Death. There is no time limit. Gentlemen, good luck.
Not really sure how, under the circumstances of this bout, we are going to determine which set of action to follow. But it will be an interesting event in trying to keep up with all of this action that will be going on. As you look at California Stud and Sweet Daddy going after it, and the rest of them all looking for a position and trying to battle to the end, because a pin, a fall, or a submission, and then a wrestler is handcuffed to the cage. And no one escapes the cage until there is only one left standing.
This is just a free-for-all, isn't it?
In a sense,
basically.
In a sense, it's a free-for-all. It is everybody in there just kind of figuring things out right now and kind of sorting people out. Over here in the corner, Abdullah the Butcher and Brian Diaz caught in there, and they're all trying to find a way to move around.
The Davidsons are teaming up on Al Perez over here.
Yeah, the Davidsons are. So, and here's Terry Garvin going after Abdullah the Butcher with a vengeance in this corner. On your screen, the Davidson just went down. Trying to put somebody down here right now. Garvin coming over on Al Perez. Kevin Von Erich, there's all sorts of activity beginning to open up now a bit. Kevin Von Erich hanging on the bar. Now he comes flying down on the California Stud. This is Thunderdome at Texas Championship Wrestling. And about 12,000 fan letters about this. Well, everybody is still standing. There has been no submission, no pin, no fall as yet in this. As Terry Gordy over there is really pounding on the Angel of Death.
There's so much action, it's hard to follow, isn't it?
It really is. Here is Iceman King Parsons following up in his classic battle with Abdullah the Butcher. and they're going after it again. Kevin Von Erich moving around quite well. Brian Diaz.
Oh.
Oh, there's some lively activity picking up now. Everybody getting into the swing of it. Kevin Von Erich.
Abdullah, he's trying to put Iceman in these cuffs.
Yeah, he's trying to cuff him up there right now. So Iceman is fighting off Abdullah. Abdullah's biting his thumb. Terry Gordy and Dragon Master going after it over there. And now it is Simpson who's over at him. Terry Gordy caught up. There's Abdullah, and he's trying to put Iceman. He's biting him in the side. Abdullah's screaming bloody murder.
That roll of fat on the side there.
Yeah, that came in handy for some reason, and Iceman figured out why. Iceman trying to get Abdullah into the cuffs. Nobody's dead. Boy, they've taken Brian Diaz to tow. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's going to one. That's it. There was no way Brian was not going to be put away. See, when you fall like that, and they're going to put 3 or 4 guys on top of you, so you're going to be pinned. And Brian is being handcuffed to the cage. He has a headache after all that. And Brian Diaz is the first one to fall.
The Davidsons are over here.
Yeah, they're working on Iceman.
Yeah. Iceman had a break all day, has he? Yes.
They're trying to handcuff Iceman right now. They don't tear the cage down. Well, Iceman is fighting off the handcuffs. Nobody on the floor yet.
Brian's desperately trying to get out of these handcuffs.
He can't do it. He's locked up. Headbutt there now. The Davidson is being... Well, you can't handcuff. You got to put the guy on the floor and pin him. There's Kevin Von Erich with Abdullah the Butcher. Kevin also trying to do a handcuff job. I think the best thing to do is decide who do you want to put down, put him down, and get everybody to fall on him right quick.
Yeah.
They're trying to wrap up Abdullah.
Oh, Kevin's close over here.
Not quite. Oh, see? Gonna lose a chunk of his arm.
Yeah, Abdullah's turning into a cannibal over here.
Iceman would love to see Abdullah. Uh-oh, there's the Davidson down. There's one. Come on, guy. 1, 2, 3, and they have the Davidson down. So he is going to be handcuffed to the wall. That's the second one. Brian Diaz standing over there. Brian put away early.
Look at this. Iceman and Kevin are teaming up on Abdullah, trying to get this handcuff on him.
They're trying to handcuff him. That's the hardest way to do it, but it might work. Now, Dragon Master coming over to help out a little bit. They couldn't do it. See if this handcuff, we're having trouble with a handcuff right here. Who is caught where now? Let's see. We've got Brian Diaz in a handcuff. We got one Davidson in a handcuff.
Steve Simpson's working on the Angel.
Al Perez is on the California stud. And Kevin Von Erich is still trying to handcuff Abdullah the Butcher. This is Thunderdome.
They want the big man out of the picture, don't they?
They sure like to get him out, but that's practically an impossible task. He's just too strong. And nobody's down on the floor of the mat yet. Once they kind of clear a few people out, it's going to pick up in intensity.
The Davidson might be handcuffed, but he's got Al Perez by the hair.
Well, Davidson doesn't understand that he can't be a one-man wrestler, and Al Perez is bashing on him just for good measure.
You hear that saying, I can fight you with one hand tied behind my back? Well, Davidson's trying to prove that right there.
He's got one hand tied anyway, hasn't he? There's somebody down over there. They're trying to roll him over. Who is that? Is that a Simpson?
Yeah.
No, that's not. That's Terry Garvin, I think. There's 3. And if that's Terry Garvin, he's out of the picture. is Garvin.
Yes,
So he's been floored. And about 900 pounds laid on him. Now Perez and Stud is beginning to clear out a little bit now. Some folks are kind of standing around waiting for the opportunity. Garvin being attached to the wall on the far side.
Since the beginning of this, you notice that Kevin and Iceman have been teaming up on one opponent. They've been working together.
Maybe they think they can work together and win this. And they're doing a pretty good job with it right now. Terry Gordy and the California Stud. There they are still trying to put the Angel of Death in the handcuffs right there. Well, so far, one of the Davidsons, Brian Adias and Terry Garvin have been handcuffed. The Angel of Death being attacked right now by Kevin and Iceman. Here comes the Stud over. Angel of Death to Kevin Von Erich doing battle.
Oh, Brian is biting the head of Sweet Daddy.
As you well know, the Thunderdome was pre-taped. Right now, we need to take a break. You're not going to miss anything, and we'll be right back. You'll be able to see every bit of this because it was such a long bout. So stay tuned. We'll be right back with Thunderdome.
And the Davidson above us here trying to figure out how he can.
Angel's down.
Angel is down. Still more pressure. 3. And the crowd loves that. They got the Angel pin.
I want to know what's going to happen when it's all the friendly, the good guys are in there.
Well, somebody wants to win the $10,000 or whatever the prize money is. I think it's 10. $10,000 isn't a bad night's work.
See, but they seem to be working as a team. They all pile on one guy.
But then it has to get down to professional pride.
Exactly.
There's the Angel.
Uh-oh, Abdullah's being triple teamed.
Trying to get Abdullah. Some of them are standing back watching things now. Terry Gordy looking around, so he goes with the Stud. Steve Simpson looking for an opponent. Steve coming over one of the Davidsons right here. And they're trying to do Abdullah in that corner. The Davidsons against the Simpsons, and that's the family feud. Kevin Von Erich attacking the Stud. And double teaming over here, Perez and Iceman on Abdullah the Butcher.
Steve's continuing that feud you were talking about over here with one of the Davidsons.
Right, going after the Davidson. No, the Davidson, wild and wacky Davidson here wants the key. They don't have the key. The key to the handcuffs.
Who does have the key? The refs?
Yeah, the referees have the key. Now Kevin and the Dragon Master having a good battle right above us here. This is Thunderdome, where all the wrestlers in the world are in the cage. Who's going down next?
Terry Gordy's over here holding Stud while everybody goes around slapping him. It's a little humiliating.
Fun with the Stud right now. Gordy laughing as they all gang up on California. So there's a good shot. You don't want to fall down. You're finished if you fall down. Abdullah the Butcher was down into the lower ring ropes. Now they're all after the Davidsons. Kevin's down on a knee. You want to watch out. He's close. Now they've got the Stud all racked up over there. There's Kevin down. But he managed to come out of that. They still have him in trouble. Still in trouble. Perez helped him. That's what you were talking about. The good guys. Good friends.
They seem to be looking out for each other during this.
There goes Kevin down. Rolled up. 1, 2, 3. And Kevin Von Erich is going to be handcuffed. Thanks to the quick work of the Dragon Master, Kevin Von Erich. Handcuffed. Kevin has to be handcuffed. So they put another one on the wall. The Davidson, Kevin Von Erich, the Angel, Jerry Garvin, and Brian Adias, along with Sweet Daddy, have been handcuffed.
Uh-oh, Terry Gordy has rolled up the Dragon
Gordy,
Master.
1, 2, 3. Dragon Master will have to be handcuffed. Gordy doing a great job on the Dragon Master. So the numbers are coming down rather quickly now. Iceman being bashed about. 1, 2, oh. Steve Simpson protected over there by Terry Gordy. Almost had him racked up. It's beginning to straighten out here a bit. And one of the men you have to watch is Abdullah, because he is the kind who will do anything to win, as we've seen before.
Many times before we've seen it. Kevin's got the Davidson by the ear.
Yeah, Kevin has the wild and wacky one all wrapped up by the ear here.
Ooh.
He's not even in it right now. They just want to punish him. So the Thunderdome battles on. Iceman and the Scud battling each other. One of the Davidsons in trouble right now. Steve Simpson has been put away. He has been racked up.
Ooh.
So we're getting down to a few less.
And Gordy's just standing over there waiting for an opportunity.
Gordy's looking for somebody, isn't he? Just waiting for an opportunity is right. Now he and the Davidson are going after it.
Opportunity knocked and he answered.
Al Perez, the California stud, in the center of the ring. Gordy and the Davidson going after it. They've got Gordy racked up right here. They could be trouble for Gordy.
Oh.
Abdullah drops Gordy. Abdullah on top. And there goes Terry. No, yes, not quite. Now they're all piling in. And there goes Gordy. He's gone. Abdullah did that one. The California stud and Al Perez. Abdullah, Iceman, and the Davidson. Here's the Davidson down. Here's another Davidson. 1, 2, 3, and he's gone. They want to put Gordy into the handcuffs. Abdullah wants to hurt him a little more, I think. Now they've got him over on this side.
Abdullah's just helping out over here.
Yeah, he's being very helpful, isn't he? Abdullah the Butcher. And Gordy lunging over the rope. So we have Iceman right above us here. Davidson's going to have to be handcuffed. Now you're beginning to see they got to start teaming up on individuals. Here comes Gordy over. Gordy and Abdullah fighting here, and they're not, Gordy's not an official member of the crew anymore. Al Perez and California stud, and shot on Iceman. And 3, and Iceman's put away. Oh, look out, fire here. Ali Farouk just threw fire on Terry Gordy. I don't know if you saw that right beside us here.
He got out of those cuffs.
And Gordy got out of his cuffs. I don't know what Ali Farouk had, but Gordy is in all sorts of serious trouble in the ring right now. Iceman is being out of the ring. We had Ali Farouk walk by us here. And he threw some flame up that got Terry Gordy on the side of the head.
I don't have the key.
I don't have the Wild and Wacky Davidson wants the key, and Terry Gordy has been attacked by fire or something. Ali Farouk going crazy out here right now. And the Thunderdome goes on as Al Perez and the California Stud about the only two left. 1, 2, 3, and Al Perez beats the California Stud.
Well, there it is, Thunderdome. It did end in a very surprising manner and with a lot of side events in there. I think that thing that Ali Farouk did, that, you know, he came right around me and then, boom, here's this explosion.
Yes. And
hitting Terry Gordy. Terry was very fortunate, I guess, because of the timing in the bout and that he did not suffer a really serious injury.
It was lucky for him that the match went so long. It was like a 20, 25-minute match of the mark where Ali Farouk finally hit Terry Gordy with the fire. And Terry Gordy, if you can be lucky by being hit with something like that, he was, because he was perspiring heavy.
And a layer of protection,
and there was no R-line body. But if you noticed that, when he hit him with that ball on fire, he broke the cuffs right off that cage.
Took it right out of there. That's
just
how strong he is.
Out of there. 300 and some pounds. He's a big boy. I wouldn't want to be Ali Farouk.
You know, Al Perez injured his shoulder in that bout.
Well, actually, he tore his bicep.
Bicep, not his shoulder. And so he was out of action a little bit, but stayed with it, even though he was injured, and won the whole thing.
There's a lot of great wrestlers in this world.
And a lot of great heart in these wrestlers in this world.
I don't think there is any better qualified to be the world heavyweight champion than Al Perez. And I think he proved it tonight. What competition he had. And he came out #1, and he was injured.
That's right. He did all that and came through.
Next time some of you critics want to talk about Al Perez, put that in your hat, okay?
All right. Now, that was the Thunderdome. We're going to come back and talk about the conclusion next week.
Yeah, I think next week we probably have something that none of you people want to miss. We have Abdullah the Butcher against the Dynamite Kid. We have the Angel of Death against Bam Bam Terry Gordy.
It's a big one.
And then we have Al Perez against the Oriental Dragon Master. I think that's a great, great wrestling
card. It is indeed a great card. In fact, the cards are picking up with intensity and excitement and fun because the fans have been so loyal and are following Texas Championship Wrestling.
The mailman told me that he's getting humpback from carrying the load.
What, 12,000 letters about Thunderdome?
Something like that. Something in that neighborhood, yeah.
So we appreciate your support. We appreciate you helping us become the #1 wrestling show in the state of Texas. That's a very important honor for us and for you, the wrestling fans.
That's right, Bill.
So that winds it up today.
It's been great.
Thank you, sir.
And the next time we have the Thunderdome, I think you would have a good chance of winning. Wear your Destroyer mask.
I'll go my original Destroyer mask.
Destroyer.
We will have to do that. That's Texas Championship Wrestling. Hope you enjoyed all the excitement, all the really fine activity in this one. And we'll see you next time with Texas Championship Wrestling. I'm Bill Mercer with Gary Hart.
Good night.